Hello, this is Professor Barron coming to you via Zoom. Right now, I'm recording using the Zoom function, and I want to tell you that this is just a brief overview. Every Friday, I try to post the materials for the upcoming week. And so we are now finishing up week 1 and we're moving into week 2. This is your overview for week 2. The different bullets here. I really want to make sure that you understand the general big picture of the U.S. healthcare system, how it works, some of the big components of it. And I think one of my favorite things is that I like this website from the Commonwealth Fund that puts together an overview of the U.S. healthcare system. And right down here at the bottom, they have an org chart. And basically, the U.S. healthcare system is both publicly and privately funded. And in your book, you're going to be reading about something called the market approach, where we're looking at a market-based approach where you'll see marketplaces here. It's the idea of providing multiple insurances at private insurances, but it's the idea that people would based on their needs, purchase of an insurance or be employee based. And so you'll see it over here on the private side. And then on the other side is the public financing. And you'll see that we have a big public financing side. We have Medicare and Medicaid, and you see the different agencies here. We will be going into each one of these throughout this term over the next 10 weeks. But I wanted you to see the big picture, how it's both publicly funded and privately funded, and then the organizations that are underneath here that support it. You'll see that these lines right here that are not dotted, that are solid, means it's hierarchy. It's using a hierarchy system. So you'll see the federal government, which is national, okay, and the state governments are on the same level. They sometimes don't agree with each other, but they're at the same level. And so you'll see sometimes that not every state does what the federal mandates are. And then underneath that, you have the state, and then it goes down, and you'll see little dots. The dots are in here just off to the side, showing the relationships. And then these are actual contracts. That means like legal contracts. So I would like you to make sure that you read this webpage that I posted the first week. Go back to it. It's posted in the first week, and then I also hyperlinked it into the overview for this week. The items due for week 2 are the following. By this time, you've hopefully gotten chapter reviews 1 and 2. They're staying open until the end of the term, but know that I would do these as each week goes by. Don't wait to the last minute. Also, they're tied to the quizzes, so why wouldn't you want to practice, right? And then for this week, I have a reflection post in a journal. And I put the journal, go ahead and move this journal item all the way up to the top so you don't have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find it. It's right here, but also I'm going to go ahead and make this link visible so that you can see it, but know that it's right here, it's in your journals. It's underneath your journals. So there you go. Let's see, we're going back to the week 2. And those are the 2 things that are due. I also would like you to take a quick poll for a Zoom time. I'd like to have a Zoom time next week, and I'd like to know who would be able to come in at what time. If I could, the more people in one time, I'll try to make it during that time. If you can't make the Zoom time, then I record it. And I really want to make sure I get some people to Zoom in or email me your questions so that I can talk about it. This is kind of like my office hours for you. And I found that last term, this really helped a lot of people. So please take that quick poll. You just hit it. It's a Google form. Hit submit. It gives me an idea of what time might work for you next week. This is my lecture. It goes over the Chapter 2 PowerPoint slides. And I think I have my PowerPoint slides posted in there also, right there. So you can download and look at those PowerPoint slides. I'll go ahead and move that up so you can find that really easy. Then after that is social determinants of health. I'd like you to watch that little quick video. This is the web page for the social determinants of health. I posted the PDF of Chapter 2, and then I have the Chapter 2 review questions for you. I'll go ahead and move those up at the top too, so that you can quickly find the items that are due right up at the top. So, and again, Chapter 2 is not due next week. It's not due until the end of the term, but I would go ahead and take those, do the chapter views as you go along. If you have any questions, please, you can either Slack message me, email me, or better yet, jump into the Zoom next week. Have a great week.